Hi, I'm Oliver Ponder. This talk is about Everipixel, my project for Everitoken's Global Hackathon 2018. Submitted to the Open Challenge, which was to create anything related to Everitoken's blockchain. Tokenization is confusing, blockchain stuff is scary, and there's no easy way to understand all these concepts. So with this project, my aim was to create a hands-on and visual way for people to interact with the Everitoken blockchain, and in doing so, showcase some of its unique features and ease of use. My inspiration here was Reddit's rplace, a wildly successful viral project where over 1 million people participated in creating this board that you see here on the right. I knew I wanted to one day create something like this. Pairing this idea with Everitoken's NFTs, or non-fungible tokens, led to my Everipixel project. So Everipixel is a 50 by 50 grid of pixels, each of which is represented by a non-fungible token on the Everitoken blockchain. Using the metadata feature of NFTs, pixels can have a color set to them, and the front end lets people claim pixels on their own while seeing activity from other users in real time. The project is live right now at everipixel.com, and the code is available on GitHub. So let's take a quick look at how it works from the front end. Here you can see me finishing off Mario's hat. I select a pixel, claim it, and then choose the color I want for it. In the background, a backend server is doing the creation and transfer of the NFT that represents that pixel to the currently logged in user. And when the user sets a color, the UI is talking directly to the Everitoken blockchain, setting some metadata representing that color on the selected NFT. So what makes this project unique from other submissions? Well, it's fun and interactive. It has some potential to go viral, especially when some of the planned features are finished. It has a very low barrier to entry, like nothing needs to be downloaded or installed, and it provides immediate feedback and reward. So what can we measure here? We can measure visits to the site, the number of pixels claimed, color meta set, pixels transferred or auctioned, and the number of tweets, shares, and likes. In terms of costs, it's not expensive to run at all right now. A single server can handle the 3 components that make up this project easily, though the cost to run it depends a lot on the number of visitors. And also, when some of Everitoken's smart contract features get developed further, it might even be possible to have no backend server at all and just a statically hosted single-page application. In terms of revenue streams, I don't really see this project as a business that stands on its own. It's more a fun novelty that has some potential intangible benefits to the Everitoken project itself. Developers that are interested in Everitoken could take a look at it to get some inspiration. And the possible idea, if you really want to monetize it, is that the initial grid of pixels could be auctioned off instead of making them free to claim. Taking a look at the tech stack, we're using Next.js for the front end. It's a React framework that lets me get started really quickly. Feathers for the back end, which is a Node.js API framework with some handy real-time features. And it's all deployed to a Kubernetes cluster running on Google's cloud platform. It's making use of the cloud build and triggers to automatically build and deploy the project to the cluster as soon as code is pushed to the GitHub repository. From a high-level point of view, this is what it looks like. Just 3 components, pretty simple. They're all behind a individual load balancer. So if I need to scale that in the future, it would be relatively easy to do that. I'd also like to make a talk to the mainnet, although for now I don't want to spam the mainnet with my prototyping and testing attempts. Other ideas for the future of this project are to make the tokens auctionable and sellable with front-end UI that facilitates that. I'd like to integrate with Eversigner as well to avoid having to generate private keys for the user. And as mentioned before, I'd like to use the mainnet instead of my self-hosted EVTD. That would mean that people can feel like they really own their pixel, and I could show them what's going on behind the scenes using EVT scan. So that was all for this presentation. Thank you so much for your time. Please don't hesitate to ask me any questions, and go to everipixel.com and claim some pixels for yourself.